Thank you.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, everyone back. So we continue. This is the second, fourth great endeavors. Chattaro Samappadhana. This one I think we have earlier covered before in the earlier years. Endeavor to prevent the rising of unwholesome state of mind. I mean, those bad things, we have to stop them from coming up. Endeavor to abandon unwholesome state of mind that have already arisen. I mean, those that thing that have arise in you, the bad one, you have to really chop it off. Okay? And endeavor to arouse wholesome state of mind that have not arisen. I mean, things that are good, let's say you're going to do the dana for the monks, you may make this state to come to you, so that you have this mind to give dana to the monks. So these are called wholesome, they have not boom up. So you need to practice that to give dana to the monks. So create your great merits to you. Endeavor to maintain a perfect wholesome state of mind that have already risen. Okay, like you people studying this YMBA. So you all are doing this kind of maintaining a perfect wholesome state of mind. So you make sure second and fourth Sunday you have set this priority for your study. So these are called wholesome state of mind. Okay, so you have to maintain it and carry on. So by doing this, you are countering the hindrances that tend to rise in the mind. So your mind is fickle-minded, on and off, will have these bad things come and especially come and disturb you, prevent you from doing it. So it will help you to dispel and destroy whatever defilement that have arisen. So whatever thing which have happened already, you will stop it and make sure it will not come back again. And then third one is the arising of the wholesome state, such as bojjhanga. So all these are so-called good act. So keep firmly in the mind of a favorable object of concentration that has arisen, which the culmination effort to reach final fulfillment. Like you studying, make sure in 5 years' time, you make sure you completed and you have a cert. Okay, that will be a kind of target you have set. So these are called kind of effort to fulfill what you wholesome state of mind able to achieve. So these are all great things which help you. So there's 4, 3, 4, third 4, 4 bases of psychic power. ED means constituents of success in the acquisition of special power and success in Dhamma practice. The word Iddhipada means steps to success. Okay. What are they? Success in acquiring special knowledge. Example, material phenomena, mental phenomena. So, in a way, it's tell you this is more towards meditation kind. Okay. Material phenomena, like the pain you sitting, the pain you sitting, it's a phenomenon that keep on changing, right? You slowly can feel the pain getting worse and worse, and it get so extreme that almost you want to give up. Okay, so this one is a kind of material phenomena. And then next one, mental phenomena. Mental is your mind. So when you're doing this sort of meditation, I say, especially your leg become so cramped that you become a torture to you, then this mental mind come and disturb you. Give up easy. It carry on, more pain. So this is called phenomena. So you must able to kind of understand, reflecting on this. So this is called mental phenomena. Then you must have success in acquiring of full understanding. So understanding of what? Understanding of suffering, characteristic of phenomena, especially when you're sitting meditation. When you prepare to sit, prepare to suffer. Okay? There's no enjoyment doing meditation also. It's for you to watch. Understanding suffering. Sitting longer is more suffering. Okay? And then characteristic of phenomena. So this chain of things is so characteristic of phenomena. So all these are, when doing meditation, you need to observe all these sort of things. Okay? I mean, for you to surpass the next state, you need to understand all these so-called phenomena. Phenomena changes, things start to change. Then success obtain the task of abandonment of those things that should be abandoned. Especially ask you give up, give up, give up. Your mind keep on flickering, ask you give up. If you give up, that's it. So you cannot give up. You must carry on, make until that kind of disturbance will never come and overcome you. Okay, that's why you should able to abandon them. And then success attained in the task of realization of those things that should be realized. Example, true cessation of suffering. Good example, when you meditate, when you come to certain, especially your sitting, when you feel your leg so painful, you almost give up, but you keep on concentrating on it, you come to a state and realize, suddenly all the pain gone. So this is another phenomenal chain. Your pain gone. So you understand there's a truth of cessation of suffering. So this thing you meditate, for those who are meditators, you know what I'm telling. You come to say there's no more pain. You realize you enjoy. They call this called piti, or what I call higher kind of enjoyment that you sit down there, you feel you are enjoying meditation. Okay, your meditation become a sort of suffering, then you can achieve nowhere. So success attained in the task of development of those things that should be developed and cultivated. Example, training of morality, concentration, and wisdom. That's why when you do meditation, you're actually doing these three things: morality, concentration, and wisdom. So you have these three things, you'll be on a success path. Okay. So these are the four bases of psychic power. Then what are things required? There are 4 steps to success. Okay. So this one is more towards, especially when you are doing the kind of meditation or your kind of spiritual thing. This is beyond our 5 senses. Okay. This is a kind of, it's sort of mental kind of thing. Desire, chanda iti pada. Where this is more kind of, is more unlike the kind of 5 senses which we want. That kind is greed. This one is more of a good kind. It's a desire to obtain, attain, reach, fulfill, and accomplish an object. A desire of extreme intensity. A desire to achieve the goal at whatever cost. Good example. You people studying YMBA, right? 5 years, damn long. And then every second and fourth Sunday have to attend course. Wow, very miserable. So if you have overcome this desire, I must achieve this kind of thing. This to simplify the explanation. So you have desire to achieve that kind of mentality. You are really more better than the 5 essential kind of desire. So this is called Chanda Itipada. And then energy, which we talked about earlier. Energy, the same 4 factor under the 4 right endeavors. Remember 4 right endeavors? Things, let it arise. All the 4. Remember, I can't remember all of them. I'm teaching. You're taking exam, must die must remember. Next one, consciousness. It's an intense absorption or attachment to a task of attaining. This consciousness is talking about kind of spiritual or what, meditative kind of absorption, especially attaining jhana. So, or what I call especially those in sport. Okay, you swing how fast and how long to go. So this type of thing is the kind that able to make your body succumb to all torture that you're able to achieve it. So this is called the kind of intense absorption. Investigation is to perceive the suffering of hell and suffering attendant. So this is to check. Let's say you do something bad, especially killing of one father, mother, you have to pay a price of suffering in hell. So all these are things that you have to check and counter check. Okay. So these are 4 steps to success. You need to mention all these. 4 bases of psychic power, 4 steps to success. Okay. So there is 444. Remember the 444. The telephone number 444. So next one, we have the 5. 5 controlling faculty. What are they? In the scripture or text, in definition listed the 5 different applications. It said sense perceptibility. I mean the senses one. And then the objective aspect of form and matter. I mean of the physical one, physical form. Then third one is a mood of sensation, the feeling. Then the fourth one, the moral power or motives controlling the action. What is the driving behind this action? And then fifth one is a cognition and insight. Cognition means understanding. And the insight is a penetrative power. So 5 controlling faculties is talking about these 5 things. So this one also lead to our Abhidhamma also. There are 22 faculties controlling physical and mental activity classified into subgroups. Okay, so these are the subgroups. There is 6 sense faculty. Remember, ear, eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind. So this make 1. 2 sex faculty, masculine, femininity. Remember in Rupa, you have choose one, male or female. If you get mix, it come pondang. And then 1 life faculty, jivindriya. This is very important. Human being, we have this called jivindriya to sustain our survival. If this thing start weaken, then life will be slowly gone. Like my Taiji Simu, she got cancer. Then I observe her final state, the jivindriya, the drive to survive, getting very weak. So it's only a matter of time. So this is called a life faculty. Everyone of us want to carry on living must have this strong power to carry on living. When you give up, everything break down. And the 5 modes of sensation, remember, mind and also the physical body. Pleasure, pain, these are more physical. Joy, grief, indifference, these are mental. So 5 modes of sensation you must know. So these are the make the 22 faculty. And then 3 supramundane. What are they? The determination to know the unknown, the genesis, and also gaining of knowledge. So we will look through what are they. First one is faith. The unswerving, soaring faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, and the virtues possessed by the noble one, Arya Pugala. I mean, noble ones referring to all the monks. So we have, we have faith on a triple gem, right? So if you have no faith, then you don't call yourself Buddhist, right? You at least have these three. And then the fourfold faith, what are they? So these are spiritual kind of what? Progress. When you come to stream winner, it come to process on attaining such sublime state developed together with a firm conviction that the explanation of the Buddha is the only solution to the problem of samsaric existence, and the path as enunciated by Buddha is the only way to path to salvation. Okay? Especially stream winner. When it comes to stream winner, you must have developed the faith is called develop faith. That means you are 100% sure with the Buddha teachings. So this is called develop faith. Okay, this is a thing that bring you forward. The faith of stream winner lasts till he attained the state of arahantship. So this one don't end, no? Especially a stream winner. You got 7 more lives to go. So as every life comes, you will progress further. Then upon the 7th, or you may end at 6. As some text it, you can end at 6. So this will lead you to the liberation, or what I call arahant state. Okay, so this faith is what I call developed faith. It's a faith more than the kind of sensor faith we have. It's a more of a so-called spiritual kind. Okay, next faculty is Viriya. We are Abhidhamma. We already know something about this. It's translated as effort, right? What kind of energy, and then endeavor, you dare to try, and exertion, you dare to carry on forward. So it basically is an English word that come close to this describing of Viriya. So general application, what is it? It means relentless. Relentless means don't give up. Keep on trying. How hard is it? I keep on going forward. No give up on. And sustain endeavor. And then this one is not one time. It's over over period. It still carry on. Sustain endeavor. I mean, will not never give up on. It will carry on and maintain in the task of attaining a goal or audience. Like you people, you carry on, you achieve your 5-year completion of your YMBA. So this is called sustained endeavor. Then next one, we're talking about mental factor. Just take action of one who is vigorous. I mean, is very hardworking. He upholds and supports all the associate state and does not allow them to recede. This is more of a kind we call my factor or my problem. It's a kind when you have this kind of mental factor or this kind of state of, you will never able to stop it. Then the rest of the all the mental state, the rest will come together and will bring you further up. So it will not bring you down. It will carry on going forward. Okay, this is called mental factor. It's called more spiritual. It's a chief of, you want to achieve certain thing, you have to make sure you set up your mind, you set up your goal that whatever happen, it will never bring you down. You will able to reach the target. So this is called our mind, very important. That's why human being, even you look how strong, if your mind is weak, then you will give up state, especially when you're unhealthy. You're unhealthy or you're coming towards the end of your life. You see some people still don't want to give up life, right? Towards the end of life, they still carry on. They must see, that's called another mental factor, but this is for a different problem. Especially they want to see their overseas son or daughter coming back before they close their eye. So this is a mental factor that push them that you must see them before he or she close the eye. So this is another beautiful thing. If you have this, you will never give up. Okay? This is another kind of mental factor that sustain life. So you develop into two stages. It's ordinary energy and developed energy. So there's two kinds. Developed one is a more powerful one. It's accompanied by wakefulness. I mean, you have developed energy, you are forever in the radar scan, 24/7, and it's alert, it's active, and you have no fear, and you are steady in the meditative practice. This is especially when you're doing meditation. That's why I say this particular one, 37, very good for those with meditative experience. So develop energy is more important as a faculty. Very important. So even we are not of this state, your study, I would recommend you develop energy, complete the 5 years. Don't give up, okay? Then we come on the next one, mindfulness. In this Mahasatipatthana Sutta, this is also another great sutta, which is also very good for those who study practicing meditation. It said, it's the only way to attain purity is to overcoming of sorrow and lamentation, to the end of pain and grief, to the entering upon the right path and realization of Nibbana. That's what this Sutta Sutta said. Your final goal is to attain Nibbana. So mindfulness comprises of contemplation of body, feeling, mind, and mental object. Remember this one we covered in earlier years. Body, feeling, mind, and mental objects. So remember body, feeling, mind, and mental objects. In another Buddhist text, the Dhamma Sangani, I think it's a YMBA text. I mean, it's the Abhidhamma text. It said mindfulness as a recollecting, calling back to the mind, remembering and bearing in mind, overcoming awareness, mindfulness provides the foundation to proceed to the next state of mental development, concentration. So this, to say, mindfulness is a very, very important factor. And if you can have this, you will have to proceed to the next state of mental development, or what I call this concentration. Right? So all this is a practice of meditation. We need all this stuff. We cannot have missed any one of them. So when you say samadhi meditation, it means to place well as a state of mental culture. I mean, to stay at one-pointedness. That's a very easy explaining of what is samadhi. Samadhi meditation is to achieve one-pointedness of mind. So when you go to a state, you always straight away proceed. Your mind will be fully concentrated. So you'll be focusing mental attention on one object. I mean, this object, you will never wave left or right. You will keep concentrate on this, looking or perceiving this particular object to the total exclusion of all else. So especially when you are total meditating as on one object, all the rest disturbance will never come to disturb you. So at this state, you unify the other mental factor in a task of cognizing the object, centering all the constituents of cognitive act on the object. So what is it doing is that it focus on bringing all the other factors in. So in a way, that you fully concentrate on that particular object with no disturbance from other things that will come, and especially external one will come to affect you. So everything, your five senses all be unified, and then you will be, especially when concentrating on your breath, you point on the breath and nothing else. The other faculty all close away. So basically bring everything attention to one thing. So a factor occurs many areas of moral perfection. So this is another way of doing moral perfection. So as a faculty of concentration, assume the importance in attainment of the four ecstasy, or called jhanas. That is why you can attain first to fourth jhana by doing this concentration meditation. So every level is another progressing. So the fourth jhana, in Abhidhamma, there are 5. So in the Dhamma, there are 4. So when you talk about 4 jhana, it's the top one. So this is the highest you can achieve. So the development of concentration enables one to overcome the hindrances and eliminate the defilement within oneself, thereby acquire penetrating and illuminating wisdom. So when you have full concentration, you acquire these two things, penetrating and illuminating wisdom. That's very important in Buddhism. We must have wisdom. So a truly concentrated mind enables one to see things as they really are. Okay, this is what concentrated mind means. On achievement leading to salvation. After that, you are targeting for salvation. So the 3 special knowledge which had the dawn of enlightenment are acquired through the concentration of mind. So everything is the mind, okay? So whatever is it, you must have a so-called concentrated mind. And next one, we talk about wisdom. I think you all should know by now. It's an understanding, or what I call intuitive knowledge. This kind of knowledge is that it comes by itself to you. It's called intuitive. So that means you meditate to a certain level, this knowledge by itself will come upon you. It's a fulfillment which marks the accumulation of all endeavors on the path to liberation. So you want to achieve salvation or a nibbana, you need wisdom. If you don't have wisdom, no way you can achieve it. It's not the bare cognitive faculty or understanding. No more. It's above that. But the capacity, now wisdom, you have this capacity to analyze, synthesize, examine, inquire into the mental or material phenomena, which the attention of mind is directed. So you come to a state that you come to a state that you're able to concentrate on particular target you want. So this illustrate is multi-facet character. Right? This is how our wisdom is about. So unwholesome state of mind, when you achieve the wisdom, are grounded on delusion and ignorance. So you see the wonderful thing about wisdom. You come to wisdom, everything is above all the bad thing. You are above everything. And then you have wisdom, you dispel the veil of ignorance. First thing, you kill off your ignorance and reveals the light of supreme vision, wisdom. So you achieve further, become having even more higher wisdom. And most prominent factor that contribute to realization of the Four Noble Truths. This is a Buddhist basic teaching, right? So you see, after all talk about all these things, you still come back to the basic teaching of Four Noble Truths. This is what Buddha taught. Okay, so all his teaching is encompassed all in the 37 factor of enlightenment. Oh, there are 5 you have already, 5 faculty. right? 5 controlling faculty. Now we come to the 5 power. 444, 555. These 5 powers I call Pancha Bala. So fate. Remember, this fate keep on appearing. So a number of things, but you need to apply at which state, how to explain it, okay? Not just one fate cover every fate. You need to explain it. It provides inspiration and aspiration. It inspire you. And aspire means you wish to have. Stirring the mind away from the Dhamma and settle it with the serene trust in the triple gem as a supreme basis of development. Okay? So you basically fit in the triple gem. So basically, it's still the repetition of all what we study. Energy, virya, is a kind of fire sustained endeavor that burns up obstruction and brings to maturity the factors that ripen in awakening. Okay? Then third one, mindfulness, sati again. Contribute clear awareness, the antidote of carelessness. Okay? Then concentration, samadhi, holds the beam of attention and steady focus on the rise and fall of bodily and mental events, calm and composed. Okay, this is what I call concentration. And wisdom. You see the wisdom of the earlier one. In this wisdom, it drives away the darkness of ignorance, lights up the true characteristic of phenomena. The Buddha calls the wisdom of crowning virtue among all the requisites of enlightenment. So you see all this wisdom, energy, all that, concentration, all this, there's a repetition of. So you need to have a clear understanding how to explain each and each of these. So depending on where the wisdom come from, like here is a 5 powers. Here 5 faculty. You need to differentiate how to explain it in clearer detail. All right. So now no more easier. So you have to slowly follow up and make sure which is which. It's roughly down there, but in a way, it's slightly differ from the earlier category. Slightly lah. Then 444, 555. Now we got 7. The 7th factor of enlightenment. Factor or consequent of supreme wisdom or enlightenment. So this is what I call Bojjhanga. It's the early canonical text of Buddha, of text Bodhi. Is not the exclusive possession of the Buddha. It signifies the intuitive knowledge that has gained by all those who are released from samsaric existence. These are those people who are really in Arahant state, no more in the worldly world, by the acquisition of knowledge of destruction of cankers. Remember what cankers, right? All the bad qualities one. And the threefold knowledge of Buddha different from that of the Arahants from the standpoint of sharpness and penetrative power. Okay, so Buddha has this threefold knowledge. Unlike the Arahant, Arahant cannot teach. Remember, he can only get enlightenment from the teaching of the Buddha, but not able to teach. Only the Buddha can teach. So this is different. So here said that this threefold knowledge is of Buddha. Right, same thing again. Mindfulness. What is mindfulness? It's a foundation of moral progress and ethical perfection. I mean, things are talking about 5 precepts and all the other ethical things which you have perfect it. There's a higher kind of superiority than what the normal worldling has achieve. So you are more of a higher level. So this moral development, since is fundamental and indispensable to all endeavors and all paths to realize the goal of Nibbana. So when you have this kind of so-called development of what I call fully developed, it become a thing that it will lead you to nearer to the goal of Nibbana. So it's a foundation of all development of all factors of enlightenment. So this is one of them. Mindfulness is a foundation base for the development of the enlightenment. So remember, there are a number of repetition of all this mindfulness earlier on also. So go back, have to go and study and reflect on it. What are the things which appear one by one after each of them? Then next one, we talk about investigation of Dhamma. This Dhamma is more of a higher kind. It's an investigation of the element of existence of our life on the earth. So in this Dhamma Sangani, this Abhidhamma text, it's mentioned as a research, it's a discernment, differentiate, okay? Or total in-depth study, discernment, discrimination, how to make separation, or another one is called differentiation, how to make into categories, and also criticism, and also reflection, and also analysis. So investigating Dhamma is covered out of all this sort of nature. Then what is Dhamma? The word Dhamma in Pali is a wide variety of meaning. You can say all teachings of Buddha, or you can say specific sense mental formation, Sankara. Remember the Abhidhamma one, Sankara? We will study this in the Paticca Samuppada, the coming lesson. What is Sankara? Or mental formation? I mean, whenever you touch something or react with the object, you have this perception, what I call perception, start forming, or Sankara. And then Dhamma also cover the three elements of existence in Abhidhamma. What are they? Kusala Dhamma. That means it talk about points of righteousness. Okay. Then we talk about Akusala Dhamma. What is that? Unwholesome factor. Okay. Cover what aspect? Then Aryakata Dhamma. You go and check. I can't remember this. Aryakata Dhamma. And the three characteristics of phenomena existence. We'll study this later on. Anicca. The three characteristics of anicca, the impermanent, unsatisfactory, and unsubstantiality. We'll study this later. So Dhamma, in a way, cover that much of things mentioned here. Okay? So don't just mean the teaching. Right? Next factor is under the factor enlightenment, energy. It's a base of success. As I told you earlier, it's a starting or primary point for you to sustain and carry on. As a control faculty, that is also play a part that it control you, so that in a way, you're able to react and then push yourself forward. This energy, and then the power to carry on operating. So this is what the energy talking about. Then you compare it with other like the Vedic or the Brahminical teaching during that time. So we rejected divine creation. I mean, creator God or God, whatever, and savior for man's salvation. So for Buddhists, we no need God. We no need many gods for us to help us. We only need the Buddhist teaching to lead us out of darkness. So the sole task of individual working out is release. So this is very important. You want to do anything, you want energy. Okay, with this energy, you can slowly work out for your so-called nibbana or so-called release. But we talk about energy. You talk about energy, for able to require high degree energy. Then means energy is not called simple sort of sustained energy. This is a high kind of high power engine that will drive you at a very high sort of status that you cannot stop it. So this kind of energy is more than the conventional energy. It's a more of a sort of powerful solid engine. So Buddhism said that man's potentiality. This is we men we're not able to harness this. We're not able to achieve that. So if you yourself able to harness this so-called super energy that are inherent in yourself that you're able to achieve what kind of success you aim for. So to redeem himself from suffering and provided he has the requisite resolution and energy. That's very important. You do anything, you must have this resolution. You must do it. And then you must have full force to do it. So basically, you so apply to yourself. Whatever you do, you must have this kind of sort of mentality. Actually, it's physical. It can be pushed by your mentality that you can achieve the impossible. So just think about how our mental is so strong. You see those Olympic game, I say China one, you see the swimmer, that poor young girl, able to achieve success to all the so-called suffering environment in her family, that she surpassed what she can achieve. Okay, so this is called the energy, the mental power we have inside that we can break through. If you can harness it, then you'll be successful in the way of here is for spiritual success. So you need to break through this barrier. Okay, then next one, energy we talk about. There are four efforts. Thawing. It's like you put in a frozen food you need to put outside for it to melt out. And then eliminating unwholesome phenomena, right? Then generating it and developing wholesome phenomena are repeated as basic elements of energy. So these are four kinds. So next factor for the seventh factor enlightenment, we come talk about joy. Joy is a kind what you call happiness or kind of delight or zest. We can categorize it as an element of under formation of sankhara. This is also a mental kind of happiness that form after your so kind of understanding. Okay, so this is more for towards those who do meditation, especially you achieve various stages of jhana. You feel after one jhana another, you feel more and more happy. That's why you like to do more and more meditation state. So you're able to achieve that is very good. So it's arising at the point of success of spiritual endeavor. They always mention about all these about spiritual endeavor, all a mental one. Example, the attainment of ecstasy, jhana, or enlightenment. That's why Buddha, at the time after enlightenment, he was full of so-called, we don't call it joy, or what you call the enjoyment above his five senses. Okay, this is kind of happiness or delight on it. So in many of these commentaries, they presented in the fivefold division of what is this joy. This is more of a kind of mental joy. Kudika piti. This one is the slowest, it's a inferior one. Slight sense of interest, minor happiness. Right? That means it's a very beginning happiness. And then your Kanika piti, flash of joy. This one, when you achieve, let's say, jhana, first state, you are very happy you're able to come to this state. This is a flash of joy. Then you get the Okantika piti, flood of joy. So we move to the second jhana. Wow, even more happier. So this is called flood of joy. Then Ubeka piti, chilling emotion causing levitation of body. Let's say you come to the third state, you have this joy of more fantastic than the first and second kind. So this is what the thrill of this kind of mental enjoyment. Then let's say you come to the fourth jhana, the parana piti, you have overwhelming and suffused joy. I mean, the last state, when you're able to attain jhana, you will feel that it's very undescribable kind of thing that make you really mentally very happy. Or you achieve nibbana, that we never can tell that because we don't belong to that class. So this is called the suffusing joy over your five senses. So this is talking about the various spiritual joy when you attain various level of achievement. Tranquility. Tranquility talk about calmness, tranquility or serenity. I mean, you have not agitated, then you have state of mind that is stable. Your state of mind, a physical tranquility, that mollifies the fatigue caused by continued engagement in the meditation, particularly in exerting to maintain concentrated attention on a single object for a considerable period. Okay, many of you who have practiced meditation, if you over hours, human being we subject to fatigue. The body cannot carry on. Unlike gods, they don't have body. Those in the heavenly world, those beings, they don't have body. They don't face this problem of tiredness or very uncomfortable kind of thing. So they can do continuous sustain of meditation that will not affect them. Especially Abhidhamma, remember, Buddha preached Abhidhamma. He can't preach to the human being because it's so long and human being cannot listen so long. That's why he preached it to his mother and those beings down there. So these people have no body and they're able to sustain. So we humans suffer from this. So fatigue can retard the progress of ecstasis, a state of tranquility necessary to restore the vitality of body and mind. That's why we suffer from this. Our body come to certain time, we suffer from all this torture. Okay, so if you're able to maintain, overcome this, very good. So there's two steps to maintain this tranquility. Tranquility of mind also a tranquility of consciousness. I mean, you are able to maintain your. Sometimes when you suffer, especially meditation, you suffer from body fatigue or body pain or body whatever, because even you can overcome the pain, your body until certain time cannot sustain the period of concentration. So you suffer from that too. So is subject to individual, whether your mind can overpower it. If your mind can power, your body can take it. So tranquility of body, kaya pasadi, is associated with tranquility, aggregate of feeling, aggregate of perception, aggregate of consciousness. That's why when you have body problem, all these feeling will come out. Perception make you go crazy, whether want to carry on or not. And then your consciousness will drive you crazy, whether to surrender or not. So all this is subject to the body. So if you have overcome the mind, then your body is able to sustain. But we human, no matter what way, we have the body, that's why we have this weakness. So you just cannot sustain like those beings in there without the body. There are two states of tranquility that eliminates all forms of disturbance and distraction that perturb consciousness and associate phenomena and prepare ground into a jhana consciousness. Okay, so these two tranquility factor is how you use it that make the grounding point for you to achieve your so-called jhana stages. Okay? That means with these two, I can help you your all the disturbance or all the distraction. Then next one, samadhi. The factor of enlightenment or controlling faculty or power. This is an intensification of mental state present in every consciousness called one-pointedness of mind. Okay. For samadhi meditation, you need to achieve this at all times. One-pointedness of mind. So one-pointedness unifies the mind and mental factor in the task of cognizing object. So you shut out all the thing, you bring everything to one particular object, whether it's a nose one or is it a mental one, up to you lah. Then you're able to focus or bring all the energy into one particular object. So there are two features on it. Unbroken attentiveness to an object. I mean, no disturbance. You focus on just particular one subject. And consequent tranquility of mental function. And then your mental disturbance, then you have all these so kind of tranquility that you're able to control it. So all the mental factor will come in. So basically is of this sort. So Buddhist meditation, there's two kind. Tranquility meditation, or what you call samatha bhavana. That means achieving all the jhana. Then the next one is insight meditation, vipassana bhavana. This is more absorbing the phenomena. So a pathway of spiritual training requires for its success, unrelenting commitment, enlightenment, guidance, and sustained application. And then to raise the mind to a higher level, opening an avenue to insight knowledge and leading to attainment of the noble path consciousness. This will lead you. You must start with tranquility, then you go forward to insight. So next factor, equanimity, is looking on, or what I call discerning right or viewing justly. That means you got no favoritism. That means you are on a so-called clear mind. It's a factor of enlightenment and it's the intellectual control of emotional feelings which produces a balanced state of mind. So these are so-called wisdom kind of thing, which will make your mind to be stable. So it enables one to accept contrasting experience such as pleasure and pain, happiness, sorrow, indignation, and appreciation without aversion or attachment and remain unmoved in the midst of all vicissitude of life. The eight vicissitude of life is that make us life miserable. If you can look through all these without any favoritism to any of them, then you have no problem to face the world. Because every day we face this vicissitude of life everywhere. So equanimity, there are three standpoints. A mental equivalent, a detached state of mind, awareness without attachment or aversion. So this is a mental state that you have not cite any of your likeness or dislike. Emotional balance is an intellectual control of emotion, anger, hatred, ill will. I mean, you are not able to balance your all these kind of bad emotion thing which easily trigger. And neutrality of mind, a mental attitude of balance, detachment, and impartial. These are mind that not disturbed by any of this vicissitude of life. And sublime state of equanimity where it treats beings free from discrimination and preferences, treating all as equal. So basically treat everyone as equal. So you see this equanimity can divide it into 4 different kinds. So all of you have to go back and start slowly digest what are the 4 of them. Can we stop here? We take a rest for 5-10 minutes. Okay?
Okay.